Remember the last time you hesitated before taking a step? That split second when your confidence wavered, not because you couldn't walk, but because you weren't sure if your body would betray you. I see it in my community every day. Neighbors who once walked to the mailbox without a second thought now planning their route like a military operation. Friends who loved dancing now watching from the sidelines. The quiet resignation as worlds grow smaller, not by choice, but by fear. The statistics tell a heartbreaking story. Falls claim over 38,000 lives annually among Americans over 65. But behind every statistic is someone's parent, grandparent, friend, someone whose life changed in an instant when their feet failed them. What nobody tells you about falling isn't just the physical pain, it's the invisible aftermath. The confidence that shatters, the independence that slips away, the social connections that slowly unravel as you decline more invitations, avoid more outings, take fewer chances. But here's what might surprise you. Your body remembers how to walk confidently. Those natural movements you've done since childhood haven't disappeared. They've just been buried under years of compensating for discomfort, adapting to changes, and perhaps a bit of fear. Today's journey isn't about learning something new. It's about rediscovering what your body already knows. 7. Simple techniques that can reduce your fall risk by up to 30%. Backed by research, but explained in ways that make immediate, practical sense. Now, let's dive into the first technique that will immediately improve your stability and confidence when walking. Watch where you're going. How many times have we heard that phrase? Ironically, most of us interpret it exactly wrong as we age. Picture this familiar scene, walking carefully, eyes glued to the ground, scanning for every possible trip hazard. Seems prudent, doesn't it? Yet this well-intentioned habit is actually setting you up for a fall. When you focus downward, something fascinating happens in your body. Your head, weighing about 10 to 12 pounds, tilts forward, pulling your center of gravity off balance. Your peripheral vision narrows, making you less aware of your surroundings. Your neck tenses, your shoulders round, and suddenly you're walking in the least stable position possible. The three-point gaze technique flips this approach completely. Instead of looking down, train yourself to use your vision like the headlights of a car illuminating the path ahead while still being aware of what's immediately around you. Look about 10 to 15 feet ahead as your primary focus point. Occasionally glance at the horizon to maintain proper posture. Use your peripheral vision, which works remarkably well, to monitor the immediate area around your feet. The difference feels almost magical. Your head naturally aligns with your spine. Your shoulders relax back to their proper position. Your entire walking posture improves instantly. Research reveals something even more remarkable. This simple change improves reaction time to obstacles by 25%. That quarter-second improvement could mean catching yourself instead of hitting the ground. The beauty of this technique lies in its simplicity. No special equipment, no complicated exercises, just a shift in where you direct your gaze that transforms your entire walking experience. Next time you walk to the kitchen or mailbox, notice where you're looking. If it's down at your feet, gently lift your gaze. Feel the immediate difference in your posture, your confidence, and yes, your safety. There's something almost poetic about watching a toddler master walking. That natural, fluid motion, heel striking first, rolling through the foot, pushing off with the toes. No shuffling, no hesitation, just pure biomechanical perfection. Somewhere along the way, many of us lose this natural rhythm. We start taking cautious, flat-footed steps. We shuffle to feel more secure. We take tiny, hesitant steps that actually make us less stable. The irony? These careful, walking patterns actually increase fall risk dramatically. When you shuffle or step flat-footed, you're fighting against your body's natural design, like trying to drive with the parking brake on. The heel-to-toe roll technique reconnects you with your body's innate wisdom. Each step begins with your heel making first contact with the ground. Then, you roll through the outer edge of your foot and finally push off with your toes. This rolling motion creates a smooth, controlled transfer of weight that your body instinctively understands. What makes this technique so powerful isn't just improved stability, though research shows it reduces impact forces on your knees and hips by nearly a quarter. It's also about efficiency. Proper heel-to-toe walking requires less energy, meaning you can go further with less fatigue. On those mornings when joints feel stiff and everything seems to creak, you don't need to abandon this technique. Simply shorten your stride while maintaining the heel-first approach. Your body will thank you with improved stability and potentially less pain over time. The beauty of this approach? Your body already knows how to do this perfectly. You're not learning something new, you're remembering something your body has known since those first tentative steps as a toddler. You're reclaiming your natural walking pattern, one mindful step at a time. The most powerful secret to preventing falls isn't found in your feet or legs. It's hidden in plain sight, right in the center of your body. Think about the last time you watched a tightrope walker. Notice how still their midsection remains while their arms and legs make subtle adjustments. That's the power of the core, the body's natural stabilizing system that most fall prevention programs completely overlook. Your core muscles form a natural corset around your midsection, connecting your upper and lower body. When engaged properly, they create an invisible foundation that makes every movement more stable, more controlled, and significantly safer. The problem? As we age, we tend to disconnect from these critical muscles. We slouch. We lean. We forget they exist until we need to get up from a low chair and suddenly realize how important they are. The core engagement technique uses what I call the zip-up method, a subtle activation that transforms your stability instantly. Imagine gently drawing your navel toward your spine, using just 20 to 30% of your maximum effort. Not sucking in your stomach, not holding your breath, just creating a gentle connection that supports your entire frame. The transformation is immediate. Your posture improves. Your movements become more coordinated. You'll feel a surprising lightness in your steps, as though your body suddenly remembers how to work in harmony again. Research with older adults shows this simple technique reduces falls by a third. Not through strenuous exercise or complicated movements, just through reconnecting with this forgotten center of power. The true magic happens when you maintain this gentle engagement while walking. Your body feels more connected, more responsive to shifts in terrain or unexpected movements. You're no longer just moving your limbs, you're moving as an integrated whole, the way your body was designed to function. This isn't about developing six-pack abs or doing strenuous exercises. It's about waking up a system your body already has, a system that's been waiting patiently to help you move with greater confidence and security. Watch any child running through a park, and you'll notice something we adults often forget. Their arms move in perfect counterbalance to their legs. This isn't just coincidence, it's brilliant biomechanical design. As we age and become more concerned about falling, many of us unconsciously adopt protective postures, arms held close to the body, hands ready to grab something, elbows locked. It feels safer, but ironically, it's like removing the balancing poles from a tightrope walker. Your arms are natural counterweights, designed to work in opposition to your legs. When your right foot steps forward, your left arm naturally swings forward too, creating a diagonal connection that stabilizes your entire body. The 45 degrees arm swing technique restores this natural counterbalance. The key is finding the sweet spot. Bend your elbows at approximately 45 degrees, allowing your arms to swing naturally forward and back. Not flailing wildly, not rigidly held, but moving in a relaxed, pendulum-like motion. The difference isn't just in stability, though research shows proper arm swing decreases fall risk by 30%. It's also in energy efficiency. Your walking becomes 8% more efficient, which might not sound like much until you realize that's the difference between feeling energized or exhausted after a trip to the grocery store. If shoulder discomfort has limited your arm movement, start small. Even a slight increase in your natural arm swing can improve your stability significantly. The goal isn't perfect form, it's improved function and safety with each step you take. Next time you walk, pay attention to your arms. Are they participating in the walking process or just along for the ride? Allowing this natural, opposing movement to return can transform your walking experience from tentative to confident in surprisingly little time. Let's talk about something that's been supporting you faithfully your entire life, yet rarely gets the attention it deserves: your feet. Did you know your feet contain 26 bones, each a quarter of all the bones in your entire body? Or that they house over 100 muscles, tendons, and ligaments? These architectural marvels are designed to sense, adapt, and respond to every surface you encounter. Yet as we age, something concerning happens. We lose sensation in our feet, a condition doctors call peripheral neuropathy, but I call it walking with mittens on your feet. Imagine trying to play the piano wearing thick gloves. That's essentially what happens as foot sensitivity decreases with age. Even more surprising, those comfortable, cushioned shoes that feel like walking on clouds, they might actually be increasing your fall risk by disconnecting you from the ground beneath you. It's like trying to drive a car while sitting on a thick pillow. You can't feel the road anymore. The ideal footwear for stability challenges conventional wisdom. Look for shoes with thinner, more flexible soles that allow you to feel the ground. Choose low, wide heels that don't throw your weight forward. Ensure secure fastening that prevents slipping inside the shoe. Your footwear should move with your feet, not against them. Research shows that simple foot exercises reduced fall risk by an astonishing 58% among older adults. This dramatic improvement came from just a few minutes of daily foot strengthening. While watching your favorite evening program, try this. Spread your toes wide, then squeeze them together. Pick up a small towel with your toes. Roll a tennis ball under your foot. These tiny movements wake up neglected muscles and restore vital connections between your feet and brain. For those dealing with foot discomfort, don't accept it as inevitable. Most foot problems respond remarkably well to proper care, appropriate footwear, and gentle strengthening. The reward? A solid foundation that dramatically reduces your fall risk and increases your confidence with every step. Have you ever watched someone walk a balance beam? Their arms stretch wide, creating a counterbalance. But there's another technique they use that's less obvious. They widen their stance whenever possible. There's profound wisdom in this instinct, yet as we age, many of us do exactly the opposite. We narrow our walking base, putting one foot almost directly in front of the other. Some even cross one foot over the other when turning, a recipe for disaster. This narrowed stance might feel more controlled, but it's actually a balance catastrophe waiting to happen. With a narrow base, even a slight bump or uneven surface can send you toppling sideways. Technique applies this balance beam wisdom to everyday walking. By maintaining approximately hip width between your feet as you walk, you create a stable rectangle beneath you rather than a precarious line. Think about it this way: which is easier to tip over, a tall, narrow glass or a wide, sturdy mug? The same principle applies to your body. A wider base creates stability without requiring an unnatural walking pattern. The research is clear. This simple adjustment reduces sideways falls by 35%. This is particularly important since lateral falls are most likely to result in serious injuries like hip fractures. The beauty of this technique lies in its simplicity. Imagine walking between two parallel lines about hip width apart. Focus on maintaining this width consistently, especially when navigating through doorways or turning corners, places where we tend to narrow our stance unconsciously. This single adjustment can dramatically improve your stability without requiring any special equipment or training. It's simply working with your body's natural design for maximum stability. Next time you walk across a room, notice your foot placement. Are you creating a narrow line or a stable rectangle with each step? This small awareness can make a world of difference in your stability and confidence. Here's a surprising truth that could save your life. The most dangerous moment in your day isn't when you're walking down the sidewalk or across your living room. It's during transitions, Those moments when you're changing from one position or direction to another, standing from a chair, turning to answer the door, stepping into the shower, getting out of bed in the morning. These everyday transitions account for a shocking 87% of all falls. Why? Because transitions divide our attention and challenge our balance simultaneously. They're the perfect storm for falls, yet most prevention programs barely mention them. The mindful transitions technique addresses this hidden danger with a simple 3-second rule. Before any transition, pause for 3 seconds. During this brief pause, center yourself, engage your core, and visually assess your path. This tiny investment of time pays enormous dividends in safety. When turning, rather than twisting your upper body while your feet remain planted, a recipe for losing balance, use the pivot and step method. Plant both feet firmly, pause, then pivot on both feet before stepping in your new direction. This maintains your base of support throughout the turn. The bathroom deserves special attention, particularly getting in and out of the shower or tub. These wet, slippery transitions require extra mindfulness. Create a routine. Hold the grab bar, place one foot securely on the bath mat, fully transfer your weight, then bring the second foot over. Research shows that paying attention to transition moments can reduce fall risk by nearly half. This dramatic improvement comes not from strength or flexibility, but simply from awareness and proper technique during these high-risk moments. These mindful transitions might feel unnecessarily cautious at first, even frustratingly slow. But consider this. Would you rather spend 3 extra seconds on a transition or 3 months recovering from a fall? The beauty of this technique is that it doesn't require physical prowess, just awareness. It's accessible to everyone, regardless of fitness level or mobility challenges. And it addresses the most dangerous moments in your day with a solution so simple, you can start using it immediately. We've walked quite a journey together today, haven't we? From discovering how your gaze affects your balance to reconnecting with the natural walking patterns your body has known since childhood. From awakening your core's stabilizing power to understanding how your arms, feet, and stance create a foundation of confidence with every step. These 7 techniques aren't just about preventing falls, they're about reclaiming the freedom that comes with confident movement. They're about saying yes to invitations, exploring new places, and living life on your terms. The research is clear. Combining multiple techniques can reduce fall risk by up to 60%. That's not just a statistic. It's a life transformed. It's holidays spent with family instead of in rehabilitation. It's maintaining independence in your home rather than facing difficult transitions. It's quality of life preserved through simple, intentional changes to how you move through the world. Your home environment matters too. Simple adjustments make enormous differences. Removing throw rugs, improving lighting especially in stairways, installing grab bars in bathrooms, keeping frequently used items within easy reach, and ensuring pathways remain clear. Start where you are today. Choose just one technique that resonated with you. Practice it until it becomes second nature, then add another. Each small improvement builds your confidence and reduces your risk. Remember when we started this conversation? That hesitation before taking a step? That calculation of risk versus reward every time you considered going somewhere? Imagine replacing that hesitation with confidence. Imagine moving through your world not with fear, but with awareness and skill. That's not just possible, it's within your reach right now. If this information has been valuable to you, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Sharing this video could literally save someone's life, perhaps someone you love. Falls are not an inevitable part of aging. With these techniques, you're not just preventing falls, you're stepping confidently into the future you deserve. Thank you for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you in our next video on vibrant, independent living.